Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm
I'm
Milena.
Lola.
And we're watching Vinland Saga.
This is episode 8 of season 1.
I'm very excited about this episode. How did the last episode ended?
Well, our child has asked for a duel.
And didn't get it.
Charlotte was like,
Yeah.
haha, sure, after we get out of this. But like, this seems maybe like a common occurrence. Like, maybe they just keep pushing off
That's what I want to say.
duel.
I agree.
I guess it's not gonna... Because first I thought, like, when he said, like, let's get out of here first, I was like, okay, is it next episode then gonna be a duel? But now I'm not quite... I mean, I am leaning more towards no.
Honestly, I just think they showed us a regular day in their lives that this kid is constantly asking for a duel, and Ashalat is not
Giving him a duel. Yeah.
Why is that? Like, my thought process is that maybe he thinks that kid could never win that duel, and that he would have to kill a kid. But it doesn't have to be that, you know?
Again,
it really doesn't.
At this point, when we don't know characters, we are projecting onto them.
Yeah, making them
what we would like
them to be.
So, we can only go by that. There could be a million other things, but Ashalad really is a character that I cannot gauge out so far.
Like, it could just be the fact that he thinks this kid is, like, useful to them, and, like, why would he kill him for something stupid in his eyes, you know?
Yeah.
But I would like more the first idea, so
we're going with that.
The first idea, you know?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we really don't know. So, until they tell us or, like, reveal more information about Ashalad, we're gonna go with what we like. So
I mean, we still need to see more how they act towards each other, especially Ashala towards Thorfinn. I would like to have a scene only the two of them, let's say, or something like that. And I would like to see more of Thorfinn, let's say. Oh my god, I think maybe Ari is gonna show up.
In this episode?
No, in some episode.
Of course he's gonna show up. We have established that he is an important character.
I am not sure, but I think somebody commented something about Ari. If I remember correctly, like, I love Ari or something like that.
See, there's something to love. Enough character
storyline. I don't know why you're showing me, like, I thought.
Well, because I say Ari and you laugh at me.
No, it's like we mentioning him every episode. He hasn't shown up since episode 2.
Honestly, I feel like because he hasn't his name to pronounce. So I can say his name. His name is Ari. You know, speaking of Ari, can't wait to see what's happening in Iceland. I don't know if we're gonna see what's happening in Iceland anytime soon.
Honestly,
like, I don't know if we're gonna have
that.
a cut of, like, where, let's say, Lee, for example, finds Thorfinn, and then after that we, like, see what was happening all these years in Iceland. Because, like, I think now I don't think we're gonna go through more time jumps.
Yeah, I mean,
like, anytime soon.
I mean,
and if we go through a time jump, like, maybe it's gonna be a year or something.
Yeah, and he's 17 now, and I think
we're
gonna
he's 17
stick
now.
with what?
If someone confirmed or denied, is he around 17? Like, if our math is correct.
If it's not, then we don't know how to count, like...
Yeah, but, like, I don't know if we...
They said
if our
he's
base
around
was
7. Well, that's what people told us. It's
okay.
not like I said that out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like, pull that...
Okay. He was 7, I think,
7?
in 2002.
So,
and I think when we're in 2002.
I'm like, why are you even mentioning it said 6 years later? We counted that it has been 6 years, then it has been 4 years.
I think last time they told us an age, it was 2012. So he should be 10 years older, and that should make him 16, 17, depends on who's 6 or 7. Anyways, a child. Okay, a child.
So yeah, I think we're gonna stick with that.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And I think the next time we see, let's say, Leaf, it's gonna be when he finds Ari.
Yeah.
Ari, not Ari, Thorfinn. And it's gonna be...
He might be searching for Ari as well, like me.
Like, all of a sudden, but like both for us and for Thorfinn as well, and for them. Meaning, we're gonna see them when they found Thorfinn for the first time. Like, we're not gonna see anything before that of Iceland and whatever.
I mean, that could be a possibility.
That's how I imagine it seeing, because, like, I don't know, I have a feeling if we were to see more of Iceland, we would have seen something already.
I don't know, maybe we start now.
Maybe.
Start the episode with Iceland.
Maybe.
I'm very excited to see. We don't have much time today to film, so let's watch the episode and let's talk about it later more. Oh, it could be Iceland. Sheep.
He even looks like Iceland. No, he doesn't look. Does it? Like.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yes.
Ashalet. They got so many gold.
Yeah.
Is this like their home? Sharpening his blades.
Okay.
Interesting. We're gonna be now with them. We're in there, like at
Village.
peace. Yeah. Interesting to see.
Maybe we're gonna have more conversations now.
Yeah, I would assume, but I also don't assume this is the first time that Thorfinn has been in this
course
village.
not.
You know, like every winter, I'm gonna assume they go.
I'm just saying, like, we haven't seen that,
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
maybe this time we'll see.
But see, this is the village. It's winter. Yeah. That does seem like a duel.
Yeah, it does.
I hate this transition so much. It pains me.
Like, it's so good, but like, yeah,
It
I
fucking
fucking
pains
hate
me.
it.
I was like, why are you smiling about that? I think you're about to be sorry. Just has to look at people for people to be afraid of him. Don't we have enough gold for that? I mean, you Horzaland. You're just bad at using her. He's good at using Thorfinn. Why? Everyone loves an underdog.
What's gonna happen?
I mean, Thorfinn's gonna lose.
Yeah, but like, what? This one just is not gonna kill him and what?
Yeah, and we go again. In danger, they have a duel in snow, so like, you know, 2 months time we have another one, you know. Bjorn is also interesting.
To me as well.
He also looks like he's not in the mood for talk. You can't drink this. I feel like Bjorn really loves him. Or likes him, whatever. Do
Yeah,
he's almost control
yeah,
of
he's
his.
provoking him.
実際こうやって敵討ちなんてやってる最中に申し訳ないけど、ほら俺いっぱい殺してるからさ、思い出せないんだよ。トリルさんもなあ、俺どうやって殺したっけ？お前の勘違いってことはないかね？貴様、正々堂々戦えば父上は貴様なんかに負けなかった。貴様はあの時俺を人質に。ああ、はいはい、思い出した。ガキの命と引き換えに剣を捨てたあのバカが。熱くなっちゃダメ。修行が足りないぜ、坊や。クソが。ビョン、肩入れといて。あ、いいよ。
I mean, this was the only way he could ever not. Like, it's very easy to see that Thorfinn's weak spot is gonna be his emotional attachment to this. And like Ashalad, Ashalad's like a capable fighter, but I think like it's more important that he has the smarts rather than the strength.
He knows how to
Yeah, of course.
get to him.
あそこが落ち着くんだろう。もともとはあいつの親父の船だからな。ほっときゃいいさ。どうやですかあれ。かっこよかったな。あ、だけど大将、あんなガキ船に乗せてやばくないですか。寝込みを襲われでもしたら。平気平気。あれにあんなことはできねえよ。
Literally, that would be a dishonorable way, and he would never.
やつは一応戦士だからね。正々堂々一騎打ちで勝たないと嫌なのさ。過去とプライドが奴を縛ってるわけだ。見てみろ。ひでえざまだぜ、あれは。いい加減奴隷の自覚を持たんか。金の奴隷が無知持って金で買った奴隷に囚人面してやがんの。自覚がないだけなのさ。人間はみんな何かの奴隷だ。
Didn't someone say that already?
Yeah, I have a
In a
feeling.
different show?
Yeah, maybe in a different show. Literally that.
Those exact words.
Who?
I don't know, I can't tell. I can't.
So we watched it recently.
Full Metal? Oh, stop.
父上。やーい、泣き虫刑虫。悔しいか、チースケ。仕返ししたいか。だからな、仕返しすんなって言っても無駄だろうし。困ったな。どう言えばいいのか。自分の力で気づくしかないのかもな。言っただろう。お前には敵などいない。誰にも敵などいないんだ。本当の戦士には剣など。
Oh shit.
Yeah.
ゴルム様があなたに食事を持ってけって。
Is she gonna be a character?
君も奴隷なの？
ああ、
だってそんなとこで食べてるし。
俺は戦士だ。あんたと違って飯を食う場所を自由に選べる。
でもなんだか君、私と同じって感じがするから。
奴隷の気持ちなんて知るか。俺があんただったらゴルムを殺して逃げる。追っても全員殺す。
My boy, you're just a slave to something else.
そんな殺すなんて。
なら一生奴隷でいればいい。あんたの勝手だ。
逃げて、どこまでも逃げて、 海の彼方まで逃げ切ったらそこには何があるのかしら。何もないわね。どこまで行ってもここと同じ戦と奴隷商人がいるだけ。
Vinland.
はるか西、海の向こうにフィンランドという名の土地がある。そこは暖かく豊かで、奴隷商人も戦の炎も届かない。遠い地、そこなら誰も追っては来れない。
そんなところが本当に。
That's the one from the intro. Denmark.
13, it's...
Yeah, yeah.
デンマーク各地より各部族の精鋭たち集結しつつあります。加えて我らヨウム戦士団4個大と馳せ参じております。この旅の大攻勢
Oh,
Fuck off.
万事滞りなく。
How dare you speak with your square face? Oh, the king. Oh yeah, he said they're gonna attack.
イングランドの不遜な輩どもに王の力を示さねばならぬ。陛下のイングランド掌握のため尽力する次第であります。してクヌートはあやつは来ておるな。はっ、殿下もすでにイエリングに入られ、やはりお考えは変わらぬのでしょうか。アグナル殿、何もクヌート殿下がご同行されずとも。あやつも世継ぎ候補だ。兄のハラルドに劣らぬ武君の機会を与えねばな。恐れながら殿下はまだ戦場でのご経験も浅く。ラグナルよ、世とてクヌートの身は案じておる。我らはバイキングの長、武勇を示さねば民は従わぬ。明朝出航する。
So that's Canute.
Canute. Hello, Canute.
Doesn't have experience in battle, is going to battle.
西暦1013年8月、スベン大王率いるデンマークバイキング主力艦隊は周辺の5大都市を降伏させると、その勢いはとどまることなく、主力軍はそのまま陸路を南下。このまま続くと思われた快進撃もここに来て一時停滞することとなる。
London.
商業都市ロンドンにて
He's also from the
not.
intro.
Oh,
I don't think, yeah, he's somebody else.
okay.
どうした？もっと攻めてこいよ！楽しい戦じゃねえか！
He looks similar to Ashla. Is he British then? Am I like... I mean, he's speaking Japanese. Is he British?
He doesn't look British.
I mean, he's blonde, I don't know. Like, that to me is, you know, Norwegian, Danish, Viking.
No, just by the way he's dressed and the way
Yeah,
he's
sure.
throwing the axe and stuff like that.
Maybe he trained with...
I would not say that. I would say he's one of Vikings.
I don't know who... I don't know, he was on top of the... throwing the thing at the ships, so he is attacking the Vikings. It's not the other way around. I mean, not the army. The army and the Vikings. Literally just had to Google. Everyone's a slave to something.
Yeah, literally
It
Google
was
like
bothering both of us. Where we know it from. We know it so well, and then we just saw a second the picture of Kenny.
that. Actually, it said before that like everybody's slave to something. Like and the suggested said a Vinland Saga, and under that said Attack on Titan. I was like, nobody said
Oh,
that.
it said Attack on Titan. I didn't see Attack on Titan.
I literally said nobody said that in Attack on Titan.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
No,
and
no.
then you scrolled a bit down,
then I saw
and we
Kenny's
saw
face.
Kenny's face, and
And
then
immediately,
remembered
like
the
that,
whole scene, and like actually
literally.
somebody did say that exactly in Attack on Titan.
No, the thing
But,
is,
like,
I just thought, like, I remembered it so well
Yeah.
that I was like, I must have heard it like a month ago.
I would say, yeah, something like that. A few
But
months
like we
ago,
didn't.
and like
It was like a
yeah.
year at this point.
Yeah.
But I remember it was literally like word by fucking word.
Yeah.
Everyone's a slave to something. I thought this was a great episode. This was such a good episode.
Yeah, they had a duel.
Oh my god! Did I not say in this episode? I don't think they're gonna have a duel.
I don't know if this is like the first duel that they had, or
Honestly,
is this a common occurrence?
I actually
like once
think
a year
it's
they
not.
have duel.
Yeah. I think it's not because like I mean I'm gonna assume they didn't have a duel for like let's say a few years because like he said, oh, you got taller. Like he was trying to chit chat, but I think also the last time they were standing opposite of each other, maybe he was smaller or something.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that Thorfinn was in any mental state when he was even younger to be like, well, I'm not strong enough still.
Yeah.
Like I think the first time that he thought oh, I gained some strength, I'm gonna go and challenge him to duel.
I can do that.
So like I don't think this is a first occurrence at all. I feel like this is an annual thing. Not an annual, but
to me, I'm like kind of
Biannual.
100% convinced that Thorfinn's not gonna kill him. Like that is not
yes,
happening.
I am
Like
leaning-
I can't even imagine a scene where they are in a duel and this one kills him. Like I can't even imagine that scene, honestly.
no, I can't imagine it, and also now I can't imagine until the end because of that scene on the boat when he remembered his father, and so like he remembered all the words that his father said, and I just think because of Thor's and because of everything, I don't think at the end that he's gonna kill him because like he said Thor's or something. I guess maybe you have to realize it on your own or something like that. And so I think that like at the end, that's gonna be it. Maybe he has the opportunity.
I'm hoping even before the end.
Well, I mean, maybe
because
but, like,
I would
somewhere
love to
towards
see
the end because like, we need to see him go through.
I
through
agree,
all the motions.
but I would also like to see him afterwards. Because like when he decides not to kill Ashalot and not to pursue that or something like that, I need to see after how he deals with what he survived and what he did before.
Maybe.
And so like how can he continue moving forward? I don't want that to be just like one episode thing. I want that to be a seasons thing.
Maybe like last season, if we say there's like 5 seasons or something, like maybe at the half season, like that's when he maybe could kill Ashalot and chooses not to, and then the rest until the end. I would assume that we're gonna go towards Vinland.
I honestly think that's gonna even happen before. I don't think we're gonna be going like this for 4 seasons.
I mean, not exactly like this,
I
but
know,
but I don't
understand,
think he's gonna let go of his want for revenge soon. I don't know.
I don't know what soon. Like in 2 seasons.
If we say like there's 5 seasons, when would you think that he would let go of his need for revenge?
I would say that he would go at Iceland at some point.
Oh no, I think that
like
as well.
in a season or 2 or something
I
like that.
I feel like maybe even at the end of this season, like that's when he meets Leaf and maybe he goes back to Iceland or something like that. I think
he's gonna
like
try.
Definitely a thing.
I think he's gonna try maybe even to
let go of it.
Yeah, to listen to his father's words even before that. I don't think he's gonna be successful. I don't know if there's always gonna be a part of him that like is gonna want to go and kill Ashley. But I do think that he's gonna maybe try.
I think there is gonna be a part of him that wants to go and kill Ashley until somewhere closer to the end. Like I don't know, maybe season 4, maybe season 5. But what I would love for like this ending to be, what the fuck am I talking about the ending? But like, that he chooses not to kill Ashalad and then that he goes in search with other people for Vinland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because like
exactly.
Vinland represents not just like a land, Vinland represents that you want to go and live in some type of a peace and create a better future for future generations. It doesn't include war and slavery and everything. And so like I feel like that would be a very powerful message and point, especially also to honor Thor's the character who like died very early on. But like his impact is gonna be crucial, I think, for everyone. I mean especially Thorfinn, we can't even, but like I think everyone around him as well, like Leif. Of
course.
And then Ari, I'm gonna assume, hopefully. But like that's the type of a story that I would really love, and I would hope that at the end we go down that road. I would like really love that, because like it's not like you can control wars and slavery here, and it's not like you can stop all of that, but like you can make an active choice to just like leave this behind, just like your father did, you know.
We had that scene with the girl who was a slave, and she talked to Thorfinn, and Thorfinn was kind of rude to her. I mean, not really, but like he was saying like he's nothing like her, because like she's a slave. And he's not, and he would never be a slave. He would like fight it off. He would kill anybody. And girl said that she could never kill a person, and she could never do something like that. And that even if she runs, where would she go? Because like everywhere that she knows, and that she thinks
like,
that
would
like
it really
the whole,
be different?
Yeah, she thinks that like the whole world is functioning the same way completely.
Yeah,
like that.
And I mean, in those days. Not far off.
Yeah, and then Thorfinn told her about the Vinland, and he remembered that. It's like that's what Leif told him when he was a child, and like that's still something that he thinks of. That's what I want to say.
I really like that he still thinks about that. Actually,
this show is definitely like that part. Yes. Like, but it definitely, I'm glad in like which direction they're going with his character, because he hasn't lost himself completely at all. He just needs to kill Ashalad.
Yeah.
But like he's still his father, and the life he had as a child, the peaceful life, the like where you don't have to worry about these types of things, you know. Is still stuck in his brain. And it's still something he thinks and wants to have in life. Like he has been now lived through wars and killings and Vikings ways and stuff like that, piracy. But he still only dreams of going to Vinland and having a peaceful life.
Yeah, like he still has it in mind.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if he, you know, thinks that for him it's even gonna be a thing or whatever. I don't think he thinks necessarily of his future, but I think he has that thing in mind. But like he is so tunnel vision. Yeah, I think he would want it because like clearly it's still something on his mind, but I think like he is so tunnel vision, and the only thing that he can see is getting that revenge. So it's not like he is planning further ahead from that.
I have a feeling like that he would, like that for him he can't do anything until he kills Ashalad. But like I think that there is a possibility that he wants that after he gets that revenge. Like after that, I think he would immediately
I just don't think he is
to
thinking about it like...
I think he does. I think he is thinking about how that's something that he wants. Definitely. If it, like, at least that's how it seemed to me in this episode, that he's dreaming of it. I mean, the way he talked about it and talked to the girl, I think that's something that I think he wants the life that he had so much, but like he can't let go of this because this is so much more important. He could never live with himself if he didn't avenge his father.
I mean, I think the show put in that line, and that Thorfinn never answered. Like, she asked, do you believe that a place like that exists? And he didn't answer. And like, that is sort of the discussion that we're having right now. Like, does he believe in that place? Like, does he actually think it's a possibility to live without that hatred and war and everything else? And so, like, a lot of the things, that's why I think this episode was so good. I just think a lot of the things that was said in this episode points me towards like the general message of the show, and that like makes me really excited about it, because like everything that was said I really like, and I really enjoy that storyline, like everything they said. And like even that girl who's a slave, I can't remember her name, it's something very long. I don't know if she's gonna be a character. I would actually really like it. She seems really sweet and like in a very unfortunate position and place, but like she could also die in the next episode. You know, like nothing. There's I don't know.
Yeah, I think she was more there for Thorfinn.
Maybe
more there for us to see where his mind is. Like, possibly, I don't know if we're gonna have her and see her constantly. We're just starting a new storyline in my mind.
Yeah, but I just
love... we're in the 13th, so like I don't know.
We're in what?
13th.
Oh yeah, 13th. Yeah, so like we're in future. I mean, I don't know if we're not gonna go back. But what were they doing after winter? Like we're in October now. Like that is where we you know, what were they doing? I mean, they don't have to be a part of the war because it's the army and it's the 4 of the young Vikings, whatever they said. So like that, they're not currently a part of the war effort, but like they could be.
I think
they could. They're they're a hired hand, you know.
I definitely think these storylines are gonna mix.
I mean, especially because like, why would we be following a Danish king that we know nothing about? You know.
Yeah. I mean, we did meet 2 new characters, and the prince, and the guy who is also in the intro who looks a bit like
No,
Ashala.
that one at the end, yeah. Actually, it could be Ashalad's son. Like, they're kind of a spitting image. I don't know. They look very much alike. Like a British version of Ashalad, if that is, if he's British. I don't know. They really.
I don't know. He doesn't look British to me at all.
I mean, what does British look like? I don't know.
I'm just saying because.
Yeah. I mean, his demeanor, the way that he laughs while throwing a fucking axe.
Yeah, I completely.
That is a Viking, but I don't know.
If he's throwing at Viking shits, I would much rather think that like maybe he's been living in England with other Vikings or something like that. Is now paid to defend
London. Yeah.
London and. But I have no idea.
I mean, we don't know. It looks like we're gonna find out more about him and about, I guess, the son of the king, because, like they said, he is supposed to be the successor.
Yeah.
And
I mean, they call him His Highness, so yeah.
His Highness, yeah. And he is that was very interesting to me because apparently he is not that, let's say, skilled of a warrior, and like he is going to war. I don't know. It just like it seemed his whole demeanor seems mysterious, and I feel like it's gonna be very interesting to get to know him.
I think he's gonna be very nice. I think that's
I feel like there's some kindness possibly exuding from that.
He's a son of a king, and he doesn't wish to. It doesn't seem like he wished to.
Yeah, if he's not prepared for battle, like he doesn't seem so young, you know.
He didn't have any experience in the battle. They said something like that. So like he has not been fighting. He has not gone into any war or anything like that. And I have a feeling that usually sons of kings would do something like that, especially if king is a good fighter.
Yeah, because like you're gonna be definitely in war and leading armies and everything. Like,
but he doesn't seem that way to me. He seems like exactly what we've been hoping for, to get a guy who is good and does not want to kill and murder people. That's how he seems like from the episode that I just saw him. Like,
well, I mean, he's part of the Vikings are the ones that are like killing, and he's not a Viking. He is just Danish, like royalty. And I feel like he could be very interesting, and like so far, my first impressions, maybe people are gonna laugh at this, I feel like we're gonna like him.
Me too.
Like, I feel like he's gonna be good and decent.
Me too. That's how.
Like, if he turns out to be the biggest psychopath or something, then we can all laugh at this. But like, so far, first impressions, I feel like I'm gonna really like him.
Me too. I think so. I think we're gonna like him.
I guess we'll have to see that. But I'm very excited.
Immediately when I heard that he has no experience in battle and like stuff like that, immediately I thought, thank God.
Yeah.
Love to see.
I feel very protective of people who live in these types of worlds and have no experience fighting or whatever, and like have no desire to fight. I'm like, you're fucking rare.
Yeah.
What, like, protect them, okay? Yeah. Protect them. Again, to go back to the duel, because we have not talked about Ashalad and Thorfinn. It went like we thought their duel was gonna go. Like, I think, I don't know, like if Thorfinn's emotions weren't like running high, let's say if he was mentally, if we were just basing this off of skill, you know, I mean, I don't know, like Ashalad seems like a good fighter, like we don't see him fight often, so like maybe we just, you know, we don't get to see that side of him. And I can't tell you how that battle would go. Everyone says, that
everybody praises him, like he's the best out of them. I believe that he deserves that praise. I mean, not that I like what he's doing, but he deserves that. I think he's very smart. I think he's very calculative, and I think that sometimes usually more important in my mind. But I think Thorfinn is young, Thorfinn is capable.
No, I just think like if we were basing this on pure physical, let's say, strength between the two of them, like I feel like they would have just been fighting for a long time or something. And I can't tell you who would have, let's say, won that. Because like Ashland has years of experience in this. I mean, Thorfinn has years now at his age of 17. But
yeah, I think,
this one lived longer. So, like, it would have been maybe a closer of a battle. I don't know who would have prevailed, but, like, it doesn't really matter, because, like, their strengths and weaknesses were really used in this battle. Like, I think Ashland's strength is, like, seeing what makes a person tick, and using that to his advantage. And, like, he saw how Thorfinn started attacking. He, like, almost looked surprised by, like, how strong Thorfinn was, and, like, how strong he attacked him. And they were fighting, and at that point I think he realized that the easiest way to beat him without killing him, I really think he keeps that in mind. I really think he keeps in mind that he does not want to kill him. So I think the best option, which we all know what makes Thorfinn tick, is going to be mentioning his father and, like, getting him mad in such a way. And Askeladd was speaking like, oh, what was his name again? I really don't even remember how I killed him. I'm even sure I killed him. He was really pretending like he didn't remember that at all. And Thorfinn, of course, like, he cannot control his emotions when it comes to that. I mean, of course, how could he? First, he's only a child. Secondly, he has only lived in this way, surrounded by these people, so he can, like, there was no chance for him to develop into anything, let's say, that could be okay. Like, he is simply not okay. And so, of course, like, when he attacked without thinking, just because he was so angry, it was very easy for Askeladd to defeat him. Like, it was so simple at that point. And a lot of Askeladd and Thorfinn scenes, you sort of have to watch in looks. I don't know how to explain that, but, like, Askeladd says a lot of things, and you cannot take anything that he says in face value to Thorfinn. And, he always looks at him in a specific way. Like, when Thorfinn was on the ground, he looks at that dagger, and he walks away. Like, he has a specific look in his eyes. And, like, those are the scenes that I always have in mind when looking at his character and at Askeladd's character, because, like, usually his demeanor is very, like, he's laughing, no worries in the world and whatever, but that's just that his front that he has. And so I thought that whole battle was very interesting, went the way that, of course, it was gonna go. I mean, he really does not want to harm him. I really truly believe that. I really believe that he cares for him in his own manner. I just really want to see how that, moving forward, like, how those things also come out in the show. And I really also like Bjorn. Like, Bjorn's constant reaction to Thorfinn. Bjorn is the one who also in the previous episode said, like, oh, Thorfinn still hasn't come back,
Yeah, I think we have seen through these few episodes that Bjorn has some, I don't know if it's protective side of him, like, towards Thorfinn. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, he does. I don't know if he cares for him. I don't know what's happening there, but, like, it seems like he does. It seems like he's protective over him. I don't know if that's true, but that's how it seems.
Like, every time, the way that he's looking at Thorfinn, like, everyone's cheering for a battle or whatever, he's not really doing anything like that. He's just, like, looking at Thorfinn. And I think even, remember their scene in the woods. Like, I feel like he left, a bit of food there for him. Because, like, at that point it was just pity. At that point it was just like, oh, this is a kid,
I think I saw many comments about that, but like, if I remember correctly, I saw comments also that the writers didn't mean that way. That it just seemed that way, that, like, everybody picked up that, like, because it was the debate over if he left some for him or if he chose him which one.
Read that.
Yeah, if he chose him which ones he can eat. Like he picked some and left some, so the ones he left are poisonous, and the ones he took. So like it was the whole debate about like what thing he
I didn't
did.
know that.
But like then I saw also comments who said like that's the thing that everybody picked up on, but like writers didn't intend it
that,
at all.
yeah.
Like so like you can think whatever you want basically.
Okay, I'm gonna think the thing I like more, but like it goes now with Bjorn's character. It seems like he cares about Thorfinn, and like he
Sympathizes with him.
he
I
thinks
would say.
about Thor. Like he said, you know, he's the guys who came in after the shift. He was like, "Oh, Thorfinn's gonna stay," and he's like, "Why is he staying there?" He's like, "It's cold or whatever." He's just like, "Leave him be. It's the ship of his father." Like he thinks about Thorfinn, and so like that implies some type of care, and I really like that.
Me too.
And so I would really also like to see his relationship to Thorfinn.
Me too.
And especially because like he is the one also that kidnapped Thorfinn, that like at the end made Thor's give up the fight. You know, and so like for Thorfinn's feelings towards Bjorn, a bit more complicated. But I also think when Ashalat said, you know, I don't think we mentioned this at all, but like the guilt that Thorfinn could be feeling, because the reason why his father gave up the fight, like the reason why how Ashalat played dirty was because, you know, to protect Thorfinn. I mean, that's what Ashalat said to him, like
he's an idiot
who like died to protect his son, let's say.
Threw away his sword.
Yeah, to protect his son. And like I think that was kind of the final straw for Thorfinn, because of course he's gonna feel guilty. That he's gonna feel guilty about that, because he also sneaked in on that ship and everything, you know. So like I think that is also one of the reasons that he can't let go of this, because he feels guilt over that he is like maybe the potential reason why his father is dead. So like that makes it even more horrifying and tragic. But I really also like what Ashalat later on said about Thorfinn. He said like something along the lines of like he is, I don't know, when that guy showed up and said to him like why do you go, how can you sleep peacefully on that ship, like he could kill you. And he said like he's a warrior, like he's not gonna do something as dishonorable as that, and he knows that.
Like he would never even accept that as a win. If he killed,
and he knows that because he knows who his father is, and that like the way that Thorfinn would, like, I mean, that's how Thorfinn in the beginning also, just like when he first attacked him, it was about like he wouldn't have killed him dishonorably.
He tried to do that, and even as a kid, when he did not have any other option to kill him.
I just feel like Ashalat actually respects Thorfinn and does care about him. And I just think that's gonna be so very interesting to watch there. And of course he said that he had that line when he was looking at what is his name, the guy that runs the finances of the place, I don't know what to call him, when he was beating the slave girl or whatever. He said something along the lines of, he thinks he owns the slave because he bought her with money, but he is also the slave to money, and so everyone's a slave to something. Which then, you know, connects to Thorfinn like very, very, very well. Like he's saying to that girl, I'm not a slave, but he is a slave. He is a slave to that revenge. He is a slave to his need for revenge. And like as much of a slave as that girl. So I really like that line. I think it's gonna be true throughout the show. And then I also really like, we just keep going back and forth in this episode, but like when Thorfinn remembered his dad, I just really like that it's been 10 years and yet he still remembers all the words that his father said to him, like no one is your enemy. And a true warrior doesn't need a sword. Like he has all that in his head. Like he keeps all of that in his head, and he still can't. He can't let it. I mean, that's what I mean. He's a slave to it. He can't let it go. Exactly. But like I love that the way that he still remembers his father and understands his father's wishes is still very much there, because like he is imagining his father.
I mean, I think
so. Like he knows what his father would want for him. Like he clearly, his father said, like, you know, you shouldn't be doing this technically, but like he can't help himself. Like he knows like that this is not what he would want for him, but like he can't do anything else right now.
Yeah, but I think that's why he's not completely lost. Just because he remembers his father and everything that he told him. He just can't let go of this thing.
Yeah.
Revenging his father.
Yeah. I just, again, this episode was so good and it makes me so excited for the future of the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Because again, everything they said and reading into every sentence that they say, I just love that message and that direction that I think we're gonna, that we're gonna take. Yeah. Like, I really love that it's very much rooted in this, like, love and at the end, hopefully, peace of mind and general peace.
Yeah.
So I'm just really gonna love that.
The show is called Vinland Saga.
Yeah. Like, how we get to that.
So, yeah.
How we give up this and how we get to that.
Definitely where the show is gonna go. And the route it's gonna take.
I'm gonna love that. Like, I'm gonna cry throughout it. But, like, at least to know that my tears at the end are gonna be for something, hopefully, just, like, worth it, you know? That, like, we get to something.
Yes.
I would love that.
Okay, guys.
That's it.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.